YouTube? My name is the Immortal Phoenix and welcome back to another Boruto video here on the channel. And in today's video, we are going to be going over Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 2 on opscans. Now, the translation for opscans, like I said, is going to be a lot different from the Viz Media translation. So if you guys really want a more clear and concise translation for the scans for Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, I would highly recommend you guys wait until the Viz Media release of the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 2 comes out. But I'm going to be reviewing the chapter way earlier than expected because I really want to do some Boruto content. And not only that, but I've been noticing that we've been getting some information about Marvel Spider-Man 2. Now, if you guys don't really know, I am a huge fan of Marvel Spider-Man. Well, Insomniac's Marvel Spider-Man games. Like, I have the first game, including Miles Morales, and I cannot wait to get the PS5 to get Marvel Spider-Man 2 as well. So yeah. Also, it's just been a great day because we've also gotten some information about Boruto 2 Blue Vortex spoilers. I was going to go over the spoilers for the video, but when I was on Anime's Balls Deep live stream, I've also noticed that, you know, the opscans translation for Boruto 2 Blue Vortex that also came out. So what better way to do Boruto content than to review what we got? So yeah, I did see the spoilers and I kind of just wanted to look at the full chapter to get an idea of what's going on. So chapter 2. And we got the full in-depth view of Sarada right here. Then the one we got from you know, the full look at time skip Sarada before chapter 1 came. So yeah. So chapter 2 is inside the memories is tree. Okay. The surprise evasion as part of a revenge plan from Kara's remnants code. Amidst the chaos in Konoha, he suddenly appears. Sorry about that. Also, new headsets. This one's wireless, not wired. So yeah, I've been looking for you, Boruto. I didn't expect you to come out so easily. And this picks back up where we left off, where Boruto suddenly appeared, stepped on Code's face. If that's the case, you should have came to Konoha sooner. And Boruto just looks super serious. Withdraw your monsters from here, every last one of them, while you still can. If you do that, I'll spare your life. And then Code is just looking like, excuse me? And Sarada is just like, we're still gonna Or, wait a second, what did you say? 2 years ago, didn't you run away from me without doing anything? You're telling me that you'll spare my life? Wow, so this gives a little bit more context as to what happened while Boruto was escaping the village. Code saying that for the 2 years, he didn't run away. 2 years, you didn't run away from me without doing anything. Wait a second, what does that mean? You didn't run away from me without doing anything. Like, Boruto didn't run away from Code when he was around Sasuke? This is a little bit weird. I don't know if this means that he did run away from Code, or whether or not if he wasn't able to do anything without Sasuke being there. I don't know. You heard it right. If you understand, just do it. Or this time, you won't get away with your left eye, with just your left eye. I'm surprised coming here and bluffing around. I can't help but laugh. And Sarada still shook. Sarada, there's a lot of people left who didn't make it. You take care of that. Leave this to me. You, all right? We'll talk later, but first, stay alive. See, this is a lot. This is what I was saying. This is a lot different from the translation we got on Twitter, because Boruto, it says that Boruto tell Sarada to survive, but now they're telling him to stay alive. I mean, it's the same thing, to be honest with you. So I'm just saying the translation is a lot different. So shadow bind technique, or shadow paralysis technique, and Shikadai is able to subdue or restrain 3 Juubi soldiers with Chocho coming in, and then particle expansion jutsu punches one of the Juubi soldiers. Now, this is quite weird. The Juubi soldiers aren't really that strong, but they aren't really that weak either. So that's very interesting. Incredible. Himawari riding on the top of Inojin's, like, I would say, bird, super beast scroll bird, I would believe. These guys are just numbers. They ain't much. And then Shikadai notices that they're teleporting out of each other. Hey, Chocho, behind you! Oh my god, one of the Juubi soldiers looks like they want to chomp down on Chocho. Huh? And then luckily Inojin comes in with the clutch and grabs one of the Juubi soldiers, picks him up. Inojin, jeez. Jeez. Don't let your guard down, fat ass. I'm not a fat ass. Thanks. Shit. Like, wow. So Inojin is not only carrying one of the Juubi soldiers, damn it, and I believe Himawari accidentally jumped off, and then one of the Juubi soldiers one of the Juubi soldiers must have got Himawari off the bird, and now the Juubi soldier is trying to, I'm guessing, bite Himawari-chan, and then Kawaki comes in with the clutch. Out of my way, you guys. Kawaki, big bro, Inojin. And then Kawaki kicks one of the Juubi soldiers like he did in the last chapter, except this one rebounds back, and we see that he has access to the Rinnegan. Now I'm guessing that the main reason that this guy has access to the Rinnegan is because the 10 tails that Code split up had the Rinnegan, and if you guys don't recall, the Rinnegan is a deviation of the Rinnegan. So I'm guessing that they're only able to use like the base Rinnegan. I don't know if they're able to have access to the 6 paths of pain abilities like what Nagato and all the others have access to, but this is very interesting. All right, let's go down. Kawaki, Inojin, Himawari, they're all there. Thank you, big bro. Stop calling me that. How many times do I have to tell you? But oi, I'm sorry. Oi, this guy is different from the oh yeah. I hate how it's worded. These guys, it really should be these guys are different from the other claw grinds. It's more like superior. Oh, okay. Yeah, so the Rinnegan does actually really buff you up. Superior claw grinds. And one of them goes back into the claw grinds, transports out of it right behind Kawaki, and bam, slams that man right into the ground. Like, I noticed that this was like a common thing people were talking about in this chapter, that Sarada and Kawaki was getting an L, but I digress. Kawaki does in fact have a hard counter to the Rinnegan. So just seeing one of the Juubi soldiers slam Kawaki into the ground with maximum force is something else. And you gotta also remember, the Juubi soldiers are imbued with Code's chakra plus the 10 tails chakra. And when you add a Rinnegan on top of that, I'm guessing it buffs them up significantly or exponentially. So let's keep going. Kawaki, oh, Suki, what? And then oh, what's going on here? God, get out of here while you can, Kawaki. I can't hold it longer. And then sorry about that, it's just my nose is a little bit stuffed up. Kawaki activates his karma. Otsuki, it pisses me off when you people call me that. And then he karma blasts the Juubi soldier, and then it sends this Juubi soldier flying, probably missing half of a body part. And then others start to call out the Juubi soldiers. There's no end to them. Damn it. How many of them are there? It doesn't matter. I'll destroy every last one of them. And then we cut back to Code, Boruto being surrounded by the Juubi soldiers, and then they begin to attack Boruto, and then Boruto just immediately slices this man up. Now we see the fruits of Boruto's training. Like, he's really good at Kinjutsu now, and Sasuke is a damn good teacher for him to like literally teach Boruto Kinjutsu techniques. So not only does it slice one of the Juubi soldiers down, other ones start to come, and Code is starting to realize how much stronger Boruto is getting, or has gotten, over the 3 years he's been running, or over the 2 years he's been escaping from him. So the other Juubi soldiers come in to try to jump Boruto, and then Boruto just slices right through it, like just butter. And then he slices up even more. A hand comes off, and then unsheathes his sword, or not unsheathes. I think it sheathes his sword, but yeah. We do see that the Juubi soldiers are being like cut down. We're already cut down. There's no way. You're just bluffing. Are you still gonna do this? There won't be any of them left. Don't get caught just because you killed a few. There's plenty more of them besides. There's plenty more of them out there besides. They're just tools for me. You still don't understand the true horrors of the 10 tails. What did you say? And so Sarada goes on to do a fireball jutsu technique, or a fire release. Great fireball technique. Yep. Destroys one of the Juubis, comes in, has her Chidori activated. Now, this is a little bit weird because when you actually look in her eyes, hold on, let me go back a little bit. Sarada has her eyes are darkened when she's not using her Sharingan, but I can clearly tell in this panel right here, her Sharingan's activated because her eyes are not black. Yeah, you can clearly see in this panel as well. All right, so she uses her Chidori. Amazing. Are you really a Genin? It doesn't matter right now. It doesn't matter whether I'm a Genin or a Jonin. And it seems like they can really regenerate. A Juubi soldier comes right behind Sarada without her looking. Uchiha, behind you, huh? And then one of the Jonins come to save Sarada. And not only does one of the Juubi soldiers bite the Jonin, that's Shigogi son, but the Juubi soldiers become a tree. Help. And then, oh man, that's just the end of him. He basically became a tree. Dang, a tree? And then a Juubi soldier bites another person and merges with that person. What's going on? I've known about the 10 tails. Of course you do. They eat Otsutsuki's. Well, the truth is, they're just a beast that feeds on anyone and everyone on instinct until the time they find an Otsuki. Normally that might be true, but not anymore. That's because of the transformation you added. There's still time. There's still time. You held the ropes to hold them. You can annihilate them right now. Otherwise, they're headed for the worst future anyone can imagine. So let me get this straight. Over the 3 years he's been running, and Code over the 2 years he's been chasing him, Boruto all of a sudden now knows about what the Ten Tails really is. And I'm guessing, now here's the thing. Two possible things could have happened. Either A, Boruto, now that he has full access to Momoshiki's powers and abilities, and did state that he can control Momoshiki's powers a lot better now, ever since, you know, Kawaki packed him up. And we did see that in chapter 75, he did have the ability to see into Momoshiki, sees what Momoshiki sees, which is, you know, him seeing that flash forward scene of, you know, the omnipotent Shinjutsu event happening, and, you know, him switching places with Kawaki, you know, all that jazz. You know, you guys already know what happened. So something tells me he may have used Momoshiki's Byakugan to see into the future again, but this time to see what the Ten Tails, well, the Ten Tails that, you know, Code has supposedly changed and added to the Ten Tails' intrinsic nature, and that the Ten Tails is going to do more, even worse than what happened in the war. So who knows? Because it seems like to me that the Juubi soldiers are a lot different, because the Juubi soldiers within the war isn't able to do the same shit that the Juubi soldiers are able to do now. I may be wrong about that, but who knows? What's your point now? The Ten Tails ate Otsuki, and it will take root in this great land and become a divine tree. When that time comes, this planet will perish. The worst future itself is my objective. I only say this one time, Code. I'll let you live. In exchange, you will lead me to the place where you hit the Ten Tails' real body. Even stupidity has its limits, Boruto. Have you lost your mind? I'll be blunt. Killing you is easy. Rather that just dying in vain, why don't you do one good thing for the world instead of wasting your life? That's bullshit. Oh damn. Hold on, sorry about that. Hold on, I'm gonna take over. Okay, that's bullshit. You're the one who's going to die. There's no saving for this idiot, huh? So Boruto's hand, and then we see wind just spiraling around Boruto. It's Rinnegan, this fool. He didn't think I knew about it. Shunned from his hometown and now being chased. What kind of new power did Boruto gain in the midst of it? And it says, Uzuhiko, swirling lad, spiraling wind spear, Rinnegan, Uzuhiko. Okay, and this should be the end right here. Okay, there's a lot to unpack in this chapter. For starters, Boruto has a new power. We know that for now. Boruto can clearly cut through the Juubi soldiers. The Juubi soldiers can have access to the Rinnegan, and the nature of the Ten Tails in of itself. Like, so what we know from the Ten Tails is that an Otsuki has to be sacrificed to the Ten Tails to make a god tree. But it turns out that in order for a Ten Tails, it turns out like one of the intrinsic natures of the Ten Tails is that they will literally eat anything until they find an Otsuki. So when the Juubi soldiers had slammed Kawaki to the ground, when it said Otsuki, it must have really wanted to feed on Kawaki. And something tells me that when Boruto said that whatever the Ten Tails is going to do will be the worst possible future for everyone, other than just growing a divine tree, sucking out all the genetic information and chakra from the planet to grow a chakra food, and, you know, Code eating that chakra food to become a god. That's not even the worst possible future. So either the Ten Tails is something even worse beyond what the Ten Tails can do, or, you know, it's weird, because it's super weird. Okay, well, I'm not gonna harp deep onto it. I'm gonna do a theory video for that. I just wanted to like review the chapter because this is very interesting. Like, Boruto saying this is the worst possible future. Either A, Momoshiki could have told him the information about what's going to happen, or he used Momoshiki's Byakugan to see to the future, or maybe Boruto has access to the Jogan and he saw into the future with his own unique dojutsu. And it's kind of weird because we don't necessarily see the Jogan in this chapter, but something tells me that the Jogan is going to play a pivotal role in this battle, and maybe Boruto's waiting to save the Jogan as a trump card until he faces up against Kawaki. I can literally see that as being a possibility, because we did see in chapter 1 that Boruto didn't, you know, awaken the Jogan until he faced Kawaki. And we see that the village is destroyed, so something tells me that the Ten Tails either reconstitutes itself into its original body, or Kawaki must have done something to the village after, you know, the secret about the omnipotent Shinjutsu and everyone's memories being revealed, and everyone's now having doubts about Kawaki, because Mitsuki's having doubts about Kawaki, and so is Himawari, because he kind of just told Himawari, you know, don't call me big bro. Like, why wouldn't you want her to call you big brother? That's a little bit weird. But that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys could, like the video, subscribe to the page, hit that notification bell icon for more Boruto content. This is the Immortal Phoenix, and I'm signing right out. And if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. But until then, yeah, peace out, guys. And yeah, this was, to me, this was a little bit of, I'll give this a 9 out of 10. Yeah.